What's up,
Quack.
motherers? Today we're gonna be talking about I'm actually playing this game recently. It's called Far Cry New Dawn, and it's in I don't know exactly the storyline per se, but it's right after Far Cry 5, and spoilers alert, at the end of Far Cry 5, the world ends or whatever, and then Far Cry New Dawn is right after that. So it's kind of like a mystery world almost, but not necessarily. The deers are all white and they got pink antlers, and some of the other animals, there's monster-fied animals, right? So you have I think monstrous is what they're called. They have monstrous bison and monstrous it's kind of like a radioactive type of thing per se. Which it's pretty cool. I actually personally like it a lot better than Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 was great, but Far Cry New Dawn is it adds this a new element almost, and it's cool because it's wreckage type thing. So, or not wreckage, but end of the world type of thing. So you don't have any money, and there's no currency, there's no shops or anything like that. So you make your weapons. You don't really make them, but you get supplies and you build them with the certain materials, and they don't look like real weapons. They have they look like they're made, and it's cool. And I'm playing through the storyline right now, and they just killed my They just killed my boy Rush. They killed my boy Rush. How could they do that to me? The freaking Lou and Mickey just wrecked my crap, and killed my boy Rush. And I'm finna get them for that. And they're gonna die. And they're gonna die for that. Even the duck agrees. But so yeah, they're dead. They're dead. I'm gonna kill the Highwaymen is what they're called in Far Cry New Dawn, and I'm gonna get them. But yeah, I think yeah. Far Cry New Dawn's pretty cool. I'm watching this show. It's called Severance. I don't know if you know what it is, but basically, it's a show where they have this. It's like a world-known thing that you can sever your brain to two different parts. So when you're at your home and you have it separates I think it separates the days from 12 hours to 12 hours, so you don't have to live full 24 hours, you live 12 hours basically. And your other half is one who works, and you are the one who lives basically. And the work's really weird. It's a really weird show. It's really, really cool. I'm on the third episode. I kind of fell asleep both times watching it, but it's a really cool show. And I also got these new Stranger Things pops. I don't know if you know what they are. Vinyl pop figures. I got Upside Down Will, which is really cool because he's actually upside down in the box. And I have Dustin in hockey gear, which is pretty cool. It's from season 2, episode approximately 4 or 5. I'm kind of a nerd. Where he, spoiler alerts again, if you haven't watched anything, that's sad, but he dresses up in a hockey gear because the little demo dog is in his little basement thing because he grows it up and doesn't know what it is yet, and he's trying to not get eaten by the Demogorgon, which is here, but it's not this, it's a Demodog, which is kind of a smaller one. So yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah. Church stuff, we're doing Summer in the Psalms right now currently in youth group. I do the little slides with the youth group. That's pretty sick. Movies that are coming out. Me and someone is going to go watch movies. We are going to go see there's, I don't know what it's called, but it's Bring Her Back. That's what it is. Bring Her Back is one of them, and there's another one. I don't know the name of it, but it's this horror-ish movie, I think is what it is, where these kids, they have this teacher who's in a classroom, obviously, and all the class kids, one by one, in the middle of the night, apparently run away, which is in the trailer, and they run away like this, and they go, and they run away, and it's pretty great, and it's pretty great. It looks like a really good movie. There's also another movie that's coming out. It's some sort of war movie, I think. Oh, and Bring Her Back, which is not the one I was talking about just a second ago. Bring Her Back is, I don't know exactly what it's about, but it's made by the YouTubers Raka Raka, which made Talk to Me, which is a really good movie. It's a really great movie. And what was I saying? Yes, the war movie. I think it's a war movie or some sort of military movie or something like that. It's really cool. The trailer looks cool. So the trailer looks pretty sick. And 21 Pilots is doing a new album in September, which is dope. They're gonna drop a new song. I think it's July something, maybe July 13th. I'm not exactly sure, but they're dropping a new album. It's called Breach, and it sounds cool. Everything looks at it, it's freaking dope, and I can't wait for that. And also, Rainbow Six Siege X is coming out as well. That is coming out in June 10th, which I'm really excited about because I've been playing Siege for a little bit, and the sound sucks, and they're gonna fix that, and great. And visually, they're gonna change a lot of stuff visually, and that's really excited about that. It's gonna be freaking dope, and so heck yeah, man, that's gonna be dope. I can't wait for that to happen. I just got my title for my truck. That's pretty fun. I got a new truck somewhat recently, and I just got my title for it, and I just got my insurance for it. I got my insurance cards, so I'm fully legal to drive now. I've always been legal to drive. Well, not always. I'm obviously 16, but my truck is like fully insured, and I have everything for it that I need, which is dope. So that's good. And my birthday is coming up, and I'm gonna be 19, which is bonkers. And July 19th, my birthday. I don't know why I paused there for a second, because I know my birthday, but I don't know. That duck over there looks really lonely. He looks sad. Just a lonely little duck. He's all alone from his mom's all the way over here. The monkey's having a great time though. I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong with a monkey. The monkey's doing great. And yeah, the monkey's doing great. He's just living life, and the Bucky guy's hiding back there. And I just got a haircut. I don't know if you can tell or not. Little mog action for the viewers. Yeah, I got a haircut. Looks nice. It feels nice because now I don't have to freaking I don't have a bush on my head anymore. It feels nice, and the air on it. It's like, oh, I can feel my head now. It's great. It's great. I look a lot hotter too. Like I look so much more hotter. Like the hotness level that I currently have than what I had before is like exponentially, extravagantly, supercalifragistically way better. And that's pretty great. And freaking heck yeah, dude. And you know what?
Bro, it is a good day. I just got off work this weekend. Yesterday, I work Monday through Thursday. I do 10-hour days. I work in a machine shop. It's actually pretty cool. Machine shops are very interesting. We were working on this one part in the machine shop. If you don't know what a machine shop is, it's basically just like where you have large machines. We have CNC machines. CNC stands for computer numerical control. So it's a computerized machine that uses different types of tools to make different kinds of parts. And for instance, like drills obviously is a really common one that you wouldn't even use only in a CNC machine. But there's also things like end mills, which is like a drill, but if the end was flat and not curved, and you use it to cut sideways, and you might do in the circles to make like a cylindrical hole through a part. There's different types of shops. Sometimes use like wood and stuff. We generally do metal and a little bit of plastic. So like we machine steel. That was one of the things that I thought was really complicated when I first started, but is not as complicated as I thought, is like the different types of metal. There are so many different types of metal that are used, but generally you only use like a small subset. Like A2 is a big one. That's like a tool steel. There's S7 that we use sometimes. 4140 is like a pre-hardened metal, or 4140 is a type of steel, but 4142 is a pre-hardened type of that type of steel. And then we'll cut things like nylon or Delrin, which we just call plastic, but it's different types of like polycarbonate material. We were working on this one part where in our machine, we want it to be exactly a certain height. They have it held to a certain, what we call a tolerance, which is basically just how close it has to be to a certain measurement. For instance, if it's 2 inches and they have a tolerance set of plus minus 0.02, it means it has to be maximum thickness of that part is 2 inches and 0.02 of an inch. And the minimum thickness can be 1 inch 998 thousandths of an inch. So it has to be pretty accurate usually. Sometimes they're pretty open. You can leave it like a little bit big and a little bit small. I like those because you don't have to like get it too close. You can kind of just machine it. But with the super held parts, sometimes you'll have parts that are literally held to like 10 thousandths of an inch. Very, very accurate. Usually for that type of thing, if it's a metal part, a steel part, we'll take it over to the grinder, which is just this wheel that's like a whetstone type thing. For grinding, like, you know, if you think of like a whetstone, like you'd spin the stone and put like a blade on it to sharpen it if you're a blade maker. The grinder is kind of like that, except the wheel doesn't stay still. It moves back and forth at a very, very precisely set height over the part. So you put your part underneath it and you let the grinding wheel go back and forth over it, in very small increments, and it just like shaves off little bits of material. And that's how you get the best, smoothest, most accurate finish on your part possible, is on a grinder. And usually that's how we'll do like really held tolerances. Like if it needs to be 2 inches exactly, that's where we do it, because it'll be plus minus like basically nothing if you precision grind it. But yeah, we were working on this one part, and I was supposed to leave 5 thousandths of an inch on both sides of the part so that my boss could take it to the grindstone and grind it to the right held tolerance. But I forgot to do that, and so I just brought it down to what the tolerance was, and it wasn't ground, and he wanted it to be ground. So basically, we ended up being like, okay, whatever, we'll just very barely grind this one. But then there ended up being another problem with it where there was a cylindrical hole through the part. We call them bores. There was a bore through the part that was supposed to be a very, very specific diameter, and it was not the right diameter. It was off. And so like 5 thousandths of an inch off. And it was a held tolerance, so it needed to be perfectly accurate, and it was not. So we had to completely remake that part, and it took so long, and it was... My entire week this week was between this one polycarbonate, which is basically plastic, clear plastic, this polycarbonate assembly, and this other part, remaking this part. And it was nice once I got the week done because it felt like I had accomplished some good, work, but it was just annoying getting through all of that. But yeah. Yeah, the machine shop is really interesting. I learn a lot. I get lots of experience. It's very...
So, yeah. Man. So, my truck, right? I have a 2002 Silverado, ZR1, Z something. I don't exactly know what the little tag thing's called. But it's a 2002, GMC 1500 Silverado. Pretty nice. It's a V8. I don't know exactly how much horsepower it has. I think it's like around 300, 350. I'm not exactly sure, but it's pretty nice. And it's got some problems. It's not like a beauty queen or anything, but it's a good running truck, and that's what I needed. So that's what I got. And it's 4-wheel drive and stuff like that. I am eventually gonna get some new tires for the back of it. I need 2 new tires for the rears, and I'm going to take the ones off the front, put them on the rears, and get new rear ones and put them on the front. So that's what I do. And I would also like some stuff I want to get for it. Like I want to get a cold air intake for it because that'd be fun. I like the little whooshy sounds it makes when you step on the gas, and that's pretty fun. I need to do some slight repairs and stuff. There's a clip on the tailgate that's broken, and you can't open the tailgate without pulling that little rod for the clip to work or whatever. Not clip, but it's a little piece that you what's it called? I can't think of it. It's can't think of the name for it, but it's basically like a little piece. It's like a clippy thing. I don't know if y'all know anything about trucks and their tailgates, but you have the little rod, and the little rod like sits in this clip, and the clip sits into where the handle is. There's a little mechanism that comes like this. It looks like this is like the handle behind the mechanism. Other little rods sit in. So it goes like this, and the clips sit on the back. You have like this, and the clips sit in there, and the clips go into the thing. So basically, you can open your tailgate. I have one of those that are broken. I already have the piece for it. I just got to put it on. And so I got to do that. There's some rust that I would like to repair at some point, but I don't know if I'm really going to. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like anything big issue. Like it's just like on the bed and on the like where you step in the truck. It's there. Nothing. That's not too big of a deal. And so yeah, got that. I might get some more Freon or something in it because the air is not very. It's not very airy. It's not very airy. Not very airy air. It's very cold air. I got heat. That's good, but the air is not really cold. So I'm gonna get some Freon or something and make that be colder because that would be nice. And but yeah, it's a pretty good truck, and I can't complain too much. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's fun to drive, and I like it. I do like my truck, and it's got a lift on it. It's got a 2-inch lift on it, which is pretty nice. Yeah, cold air intake would be dope, and I would also love to eventually maybe paint it. Would be really cool if I could paint it. I just don't know if I'm going to. I just don't know if it's that big of a deal. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the truck. But ooh, speaking of truck, what am I thinking of? I was thinking of food, but I made some burgers, and they were really good. I used smoked mesquite or something like that, and some sort of seasoning, and I used herbs, and I used wood-fired garlic on a prime rib patty. It was delicious. I used artisan buns, like the stuff with the little powder, the flour on it. It's delicious, and it was really good. And I'm gonna make another burger next time. I also put barbecue and ketchup on that. I'm gonna make another burger. And I'm going to try to do, like, I'm going to get, like, regular beef patties. Sorry. I'm going to regular beef patties, and I'm going to mix it with, like, maybe turkey or something like that. Or make, like, a 2-meat burger patty. Or maybe sausage. Make a 2-meat burger patty, and then I'm going to get thinly sliced steak. I'm going to put that on there as well. Fry it up. Make, like, a medium burger with some beautiful little steakies on there, and I'm gonna get some barbecue sauce and ketchup, and I'm gonna use steak sauce as well, and it's gonna be really nice. And I cook it all up, and it's gonna be flipping delicious. And yeah, so that's really good food. I love food so much. I not so much, but I love food. I work in a restaurant, so it's like food is like you know, like food is good, man, you know. Yeah, food is good. I do dishes a lot, but sometimes I'll do
I have been getting a little bit into like game development because I started doing like computer, creative stuff when I was like a kid, like 9, 10. I started out doing Scratch when I was a kid. And if you don't know what Scratch is, you probably are either old or just did not grow up with it. Scratch is basically a programming language built by MIT. It's completely online. It's a website-based thing. Although I think that you can download like a client for it. But anyway, the purpose of it is 2 reasons. 1, you can share your coding projects that you make with other people, and it can get like featured, and a bunch of people can see it and whatever. And also, it's built to be really easy to get into because programming. You have to learn the syntax of the code that you are trying to do while also simultaneously learning how coding works. And what Scratch does is it makes the syntax really easy because it's all drag and drop blocks. So you'll have a block that says when the code starts or when the green flag is clicked, which you click the green flag to start the code. When the flag is clicked, then you can add a block like cause this object to move like 3 pixels to the right and then move 3 pixels to the left and then wait like 5 seconds and then do it again. And it just takes like a functional programming language and makes it very visual to learn. It makes it really easy to learn. That's how I got started with like the coding stuff. Oh snap, my B-reel's going off. Let's take a B-reel. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, I'm just taking my B-reel right now. There we go. You guys are in the B-reel. You know, I'm glad for you guys. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Scratch. I got started with coding with Scratch, and it kind of taught me how programming works, and I'm now getting back into it more on Roblox, which Roblox is online game platform. You should know what Roblox is. It's the most downloaded free game ever. So there's kind of a stereotype with Roblox where all the games on there are made for kids, and that's mostly because most of the people who play Roblox are kids. But it's also a really easy way to get into programming, and it's a good way to start with programming, and it's a good way for me to learn how to do programming. So that is why I'm getting into Roblox, and it's pretty cool. It's like learning the programming language is very interesting to me, and learning how to use it with the stuff that Roblox has built in versus, you know, stuff that other platforms might not have built in. Like Roblox has built-in multiplayer. That's one of the good things about it. You can instantly have a multiplayer game up and running by clicking create a new project and clicking publish. You don't even have to change anything about it. You can instantly make a multiplayer online game work. Probably wouldn't be a very good game. You know, it would look like everybody else's first base game, but it works. And with most game engines, you have to set up and script your entire multiplayer engine. Some things have stuff built in for that, like Steam, I think, and Unreal Engine might have some built-in capabilities for that, but it's not as easy to access as Roblox is. Also, Roblox allows you to make money from people playing your game. You can just post your game, people start playing it, you can instantly start earning Robux and then convert that Robux into money. You won't earn very much unless you're a pretty popular game, but I mean, you know, it's there. And there are some pretty cool games on Roblox that are not just for kids. Pretty well made games, like there's shooter games on Roblox. There are horror games on Roblox. And the problem is, because Roblox is so easy, there's so many low quality games that are so widespread on the platform that it's hard to find high quality games. And when you do find high quality games, it's good, but there's so few compared to how many low quality games there are on the platform. And I think that is really just an issue of Roblox marketing towards kids, because kids don't care about how high quality something is. They just care about entertainment. But it is good to see some people making...
So as far as Siege goes, I'm not really that good. It's kind of funny that I'm not that good. I've been playing for like, I feel like it's been like forever. I've been playing off and on, like playing since. Let me think. I'm trying to think of the operators that keep playing. I played when Jacqueline first got there, or I think maybe Mozzie. I think Mozzie was after them. I know for sure Maestro. I played Maestro with the ACOG. Maestro used to have an ACOG, which is broken. Kind of sad. I used to not use ACOG back then because I was bad. I'm better now. I do use ACOG on a lot of guns, but I use ACOG. ACOG was so perfect. I remember using it. Actually no, I'm taking everything back. I forgot about this. Maestro's the ACOG was so perfect for Maestro's gun. Back when I didn't use ACOG, that's the only gun I used ACOG on, because Maestro LMG was perfect to use the ACOG on. It was amazing. So I know for a fact I was there when Maestro was there, because I played that. And was that I think that was Maestro and Alibi, I believe, is who came out the same time. But so yeah, pretty great. I do not play Maestro much anymore. Who do I play mostly? I mostly play like I play a lot of Legion. I like Legion a lot. Legion's fun. I play a lot of I use a Legion on attack. I just got 0, so I'm using 0 a lot. I don't know. I kind of play whatever I pretty much play. I play everybody. I mostly play everybody, as long as like if we need that person, I'll play it. Like if we need a mirror on certain maps, then I'll use mirror. Whatever. I'm pretty versatile. But back to shows real quick. There's this other show called Silo, and Silo. I haven't watched it yet, but my dad told me about it. It's about this like the end of the world almost type of thing, and they all live in this giant like city-sized silo, right? And you live in there. You have everything you need in there. You have your food. You have animals. I think plants. Everything you need to survive forever. And the thing is that you can't say that I want to go out. Like if you even say it as a joking or anything that I want to go out, you'll go out. They will put you out, but you have to go out there and you have to like clean the camera. There's a camera that sees out into the world, and the thing is you have to like clean this camera. And they're all like, "Oh, I'm not gonna clean the camera. I'm not gonna clean the camera." They always clean the camera. Is what my dad said for some reason. I don't know why they always clean the camera, but they always do. And they found out some secret stuff, and it's weird. From what he told me, it's weird. And I would like to try to watch it someday. I think it'd be pretty great. Seems pretty cool. But my favorite shows still Stranger Things as of right now. I love Stranger Things. I don't know why, and I cannot wait for season 5 to come out. Season 5, I think, is coming out in like September. I think it's November, September, and December. I don't know. It's all jumbled up. It's crazy, but I'm excited to watch it, and I can't wait. And also, speaking of shows and movies, the other movie that's coming out, there's so many good movies coming out this year, which is weird. They had the Final Destination, Bloodlines. I watched that before while watching. I haven't watched any other Final Destination movies. That was a really good movie. The scene with the old lady was really cool scene in her like little shed or whatever. Light spoilers. It's not really that much spoilers, so I didn't say anything. But that whole little scene right there is kind of cool. Yeah, the whole little scene's cool. The whole movie's cool. Haven't watched that. They also have the Karate Legends or something like that with Jackie Chan, which is one of my favorite actors, and Ralph Macchio, which is a good actor or whatever. I want to watch that movie. Me and my mom like to watch Cobra Kai, and I want to watch that movie at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Well, actually, of seeing this, it will be Saturday. So technically, today we might watch it today. Who knows? We'll see. But I might watch. Bring Her Back. But so yeah, movies are really cool. I can't believe there's a lot of good movies coming out this year. I'm excited for more movies to come out. And I have been playing this video game called Deltarune.
It's very cool. If you know what it is, then I am your friend. One of my favorite games is called Undertale. Don't worry, this is tied in with it. Undertale was created by Toby Fox. Came out a while ago. I forget exactly how long ago, but it's been out for a while, and it took this like RPG style game where you walk through this world that has a bunch of monsters and you fight them, and it kind of changed the idea and gave it more story and more memorable, lovable characters. And it also gave the character the option to play the game differently from how most RPG games are played. Because most RPG games are you kill monsters, you get gold and points and stuff like that, and then you try to get the strongest possible. But in Undertale, you can do it one of 3 different ways. You can either kill all of the monsters that are in the entire world, or you can only kill some of them, up to your discretion, or you can kill none of them. And if you kill none of them, it's called the pacifist route. If you kill all of them, it's called the genocide route, fittingly enough. And if you kill some of them, it's called the neutral route. And depending on what you do actually changes the ending of the game. If you do the pacifist route, it gives you a certain ending where you fight a certain boss and a certain ending of the game happens, and you also get different opportunities with different characters. Like if you kill no monsters, it gives certain characters different dialogue and different story. Anyway, Undertale was massive. Lots of people love it. It has some of the most popular characters in all of gaming in it. But the creator, Toby Fox, actually came out with another game a few years ago called Deltarune. And Deltarune is an anagram of Undertale, meaning if you switch the letters around in Undertale, you get Deltarune. And it's kind of that way with the game as well. It uses some of the character ideas from Undertale, but changes them. There's a character in Undertale named Undyne, which is kind of a play on words for undying. But Undyne in Undertale is like a soldier, whereas in Deltarune, she's a cop. So it kind of changes around the characters a little bit and gives a new story to it. And it's very interesting. First chapter came out, everyone thought it was really cool. Second chapter comes out, everyone thought it was really cool, but then for a long time, creator just kind of went silent. And he told everybody the plan is for 7 chapters, but he just was kind of working on it for a long time, and we weren't sure when it was going to release because it got delayed a couple times. But anyway, it just came out like a few days ago. Chapters 3 and 4, so we got 2 chapters of this game. And it was pretty cool. I went through and I played through the first 2 chapters again to kind of, number one, build a save file so that when I play the 3rd and 4th chapters, I have a save file to play off of. And number 2, just to kind of refresh through the story. But in the same way that Undertale has genocide and pacifist routes, Deltarune has routes that you can do where you perform certain actions to change the outcome. And for Chapter 2, there's something called Snowgrave route, where you cause a certain character to level up one of their abilities to a, like, terrifying degree. They get a very extremely powerful ability to use. So I played that one, and at the end of that, there is the hardest boss fight in Chapter 2. You fight a really powerful character called Neo Spamton, and I played that boss fight so many times because I kept dying in the boss fight. It was so difficult, but eventually I beat it. I stayed up till 1 in the morning trying to beat it, failed, went to bed, was really tired at work. Yesterday was the day I got up after that, and then once I got home from work, I beat the boss after a couple tries. But yeah, it's a really good experience. I started playing the 3rd chapter of the game. Very much enjoying it so far. And I will be finishing chapter